everyone. I am Aparna Erry, Principal of DAV Public School, Sector 14, Gurugram. This message is specially for all my dear female teachers across the country. Today I am going to talk about my observation regarding financial literacy amongst teachers, especially the female ones. So what has been found is, my dear friends, that as female teachers or employees, many a times we are not fully aware about our financial resources, our financial planning. CBSE took a very novel initiative in this respect, and last year we had sessions all across CBSE schools regarding financial literacy amongst female teachers. In fact, it was amongst teachers, but I would like to focus on a special part of it, the female teachers. So this brought a thought in my mind. Why not analyze and see, with the ladies coming in all different fields of the country, including the defense forces, what is the current level of financial literacy amongst women? And the easiest, I myself being a school, so the easiest my sample I could find out was female teachers. To make this research project more, I would say, inclusive, we have not only taken data, we plan not only to take data from our school, but we want to give it a wide coverage. So that is why we are involving different schools from different areas around Gurugram. That includes some schools in Gurugram, including a government school, schools in Sona, Pawlenty. Then we move a bit further to Punjab, a school in Bhatinda, school in Assam, hilly region of West Bengal, Chennai, Mumbai, just to name a few. The main purpose is to get wider coverage and information from all different parts of the country. And today we are going to begin this project. The Google form is being floated to collect data. My enumerators are all ready. We will be collecting this data, and in the next 3-4 days we would be analyzing, and I will be back soon with my result, my analysis about this project. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Gone are the days when the finance was handled by the male members of the family. Now, financial literacy, it is a matter of necessity. It is a capacity to comprehend and manage personal finances, and is a skill that every woman should have. There is no limit what we as a woman can accomplish. With this thought, we conducted an online survey. The objective of our study is to investigate the financial literacy among the female teaching staff in the chosen 15 private schools across India, and to research how financial awareness relates to the factors chosen in our study, like who takes your budgetary decisions, do you actually review your credit score, and many more.
Hi everyone, I'm Sukriti Gundli, PhD Commerce, DAV Public School, Sector 14, Gurugram, and I'm here to talk about the scope of our study. So, as you know, with world dynamics changing so fast, financial literacy has become an essential part of our life. So, in view of this, our study analyzes the awareness of financial literacy among female teaching staff in different schools. So we have used questionnaire methods for data collection, and we have covered 15 schools across India, where the knowledge and interest of 557 female teachers toward financial literacy have been surveyed. Hence, the scope of our study is limited to India, and more specifically to female teaching staff. So this is about the scope of our study. Thank you.
DAV Gurugram for creating this awareness on financial literacy. I understood we have to be smart enough to make decisions on saving and budgeting. This really gives us the confidence and independence what may come.
Talking about financial literacy, it is the very important term that every female educator should know. Gone are the days where only male members of the family used to decide what is right and what is wrong, where to invest money and what are the returns. Now this is the time all female members of the family should work hand in hand. Being an educator, if we are educated, we know right thing about this term, we'll be able to impart the same knowledge to our students also.
Financial literacy is nothing other than how you take care about the finance of the family, basic transaction which you know to do, how to prepare a budget, how to do saving so that your future is secure.
वित्तीय साक्षरता से महिला शिक्षकों की न केवल समाज में आर्थिक स्थिति मजबूत होगी बल्कि उनकी महत्ता भी बढ़ेगी। वे एक आदर्श बनेंगे और एक आदर्श बनकर अपने छात्रों को भी प्रेरित कर सकेंगे। वे स्वावलंबी बनकर आत्मनिर्भर भी बन सकेंगे।
We need to learn a lot to manage our finances. We earn well, but we have no idea how to make our money work well for us. We do not know how much to save, how and when to invest, what to do to help us in the short term, how to secure a future in the long term, and so on. Financial independence is possible only if we are financially.
Financial literacy helps me to understand the various schemes, and it also helps me to take independent decisions.
Female teachers, to become financially literate, they must learn the skills of money management, budgeting, saving, and investment to become financially independent. And after filling up the questionnaire, the teachers become more vigilant for handling finances.
Female teacher to become financially literate is to gain the power to stand strongly against all the challenges with confidence in the society.
मैं इस बात से पूर्णतः सहमत हूँ कि महिलाओं को आर्थिक रूप से समृद्ध होना चाहिए। Transaction
of my routine life, day-to-day life, I am paying it for the things and the accessories, whatever I am taking from the market.
We are very friendly by using the internet banking. Internet banking is one of the most efficient and upgrowing transaction system. It can allow a transaction at any time, at anywhere, and it is very user-friendly as well as safe and secure. We can access it with our internet only. By a click, we can get to know our payments, and also we are well aware where to use and when to use.
Financial literacy because we are independent but dependent in terms of investment. So we should know how to invest our money in a good manner. So we should know the.
And in the online banking, we can do the we can transfer the money from the bank our account to another account. And the main benefit of online banking is that we can transfer amount or we can take any services. We can apply for the checkbook also with the help of online banking at any time, at any rate. You see, it also reduces the workload on the ATMs also because cash requirements is less when we use the online banking.
A survey was conducted among female teachers working in private schools in different parts of the country. A total of 557 female teachers responded to the questionnaire containing 18 questions sent online through MS Forms. The first figure shows the gender of respondents, who are all female teachers. The second figure shows the age group of the respondents. The bulk of female teachers, or 40%, are between the ages of 35 and 44, with 33% falling into the older bracket of 45 to 54. Only 20% belong to the below 35 age bracket and approximately 6% above 55 years of age. This signifies that the majority of responses from female teachers have a mature and experienced mindset. The third figure shows the highest level of education completed by the respondents. The maximum number of female teachers, approximately 82% understudy, have a postgraduate degree. The number of female teachers possessing an undergraduate degree is very low, close to 6%, and the number with a doctorate degree is just 3%. The next figure shows the newspapers preferred by the respondents to read business news. Close to 36% of female teachers read business newspapers, taking the Economic Times, Business Times, and the Live Mint together. The remaining 53% read other newspapers. This supports the premise that there are a lot of female teachers interested in reading business news and becoming financially aware. The fifth figure shows if the respondents go through budget highlights or not. Most female teachers with master's degree who work for pay rarely watch or listen to budget highlights. This can be cited as an element of disinterest in becoming financially aware. The two tables shows if the respondents have a household budget and who makes the budgetary decisions at their place. Table 1.1 shows that 82% of the population under survey maintains a household budget, and Table 1.2 highlights the fact that most female teachers make financial decisions at home, which is a healthy development. When comparable judgments are made by male family members, the difference is far less noticeable. We are still unable to draw a firm conclusion about the prosperity of women making independent financial decisions at home. The next figure shows if the respondents know the difference between disposable income and taxable income. According to the poll, out of 557 respondents, 69% are aware of the distinction between taxable income and disposable income, and the remaining 31% are not aware. The next figure shows if the respondents ever fill their own income tax return. The data reveals that 49% of female teachers under study never tries to file their income tax returns themselves. It also highlights the point that 23% of the population under study having knowledge of taxable income, and they always file their own return. The following figure shows how do the respondents feel regarding managing finances. The graph depicts how female teachers feel about handling their small finances. In managing their microfinances, 46.14% of the female employees showed less interest, and 38.95% females were very interested in managing their finances. The following figure shows which source do the respondents rely on for financial information. The graph depicts that out of 557 female teachers, 52% take financial advice from their spouse, 17% depend on their parents and guardians, and the remaining depend on other sources, friends, colleagues, newspapers, and bank. The following figure shows if they ever created a retirement plan or investment strategy. The data depicts that 52% of female teachers have created retirement plans or investment strategies, but 47% still don't avail themselves of these plans, and 1% don't have knowledge about retirement and investment plans. The next figure shows if the respondents know the difference between a savings deposit and a fixed deposit. The maximum number of female teachers, that is approximately 93%, under study know the difference between saving deposit and fixed deposit. Only 4% of female teachers are not sure about the difference, and remaining 3% are not aware at all. The next figure shows if the respondents ever compared different credit cards or loan options before making a decision. The chart depicts that 42% of the female teachers always compare different credit cards and loan to make a decision. 35% females never thought in this direction to make a decision, and remaining 23% rarely compare. The following figure shows if the respondents understand how interest rates affect their finances. Out of 557 respondents, 77% female teachers have knowledge of how interest rates affect finances, whereas the remaining 11% and 12% are not aware or not sure about how interest rates affect finances respectively. The following figure shows if the respondents know the difference between a mutual fund and PPF. The data shows the maximum number of female teachers, approximately 75% under study, know the difference between mutual fund and PPF. 23% of female teachers are not sure about the difference, and remaining 2% never heard of these terms. The next diagram shows if the respondents are aware of credit score. Out of 557 female teachers, 58% are aware of credit score, and remaining 42% respondents do not have knowledge of credit score. The next diagram shows how often do the respondents review their credit score. With reference to the previous question, the data shows how often female teachers review their credit score. Out of 58% who know about credit scores, 24% of female teachers monthly review their credit score, 22% seasonally review, 21% yearly, 6% weekly, and 2% daily review their credit score. Next diagram shows What's the most preferred mode of payment by the respondents? The data reveals that out of 557 female teachers, 86% prefers digital mode of payment and remaining 14% prefer cash as a mode of payment. The next diagram shows how the respondents prefer to avail banking service. Out of 557 female teachers, 81% prefer e-banking services over services by visiting the bank. This signifies that female teachers are technically sound in availing the e-banking services. The table 1.3 shows how familiar female teachers are with the mentioned financial instruments. The data shows that majority of females are less aware of the flexi depository, stocks and shares, bonds and microfinance loans, while they are familiar with pension funds, fixed deposits, bank loans, credit cards, insurance, e-banking facilities and recurring deposits. Table 1.4 depicts that the majority of female teachers do not own pension fund, bank loan, credit card, flexi deposit, stocks and shares, bonds, recurring deposit and microfinance loan. The only financial instrument that are personally owned by female teachers are fixed deposits, insurance, e-banking facility. The percentage share of financial instruments owned jointly is comparatively less. This indicates that there is still a greater need for female teachers to be financially literate.
In our society, women are still not considered important to be a part of the financial decision making process, and they are not even considered important to be able to give suggestions regarding the financial matters of the family. Therefore, this gave us the idea to conduct a survey and know the level of financial literacy among females. But our survey has certain restraints. One of them is that we conducted this survey only on the female teaching employees across 15 schools of India, and from there we got 557 responses. Another thing is that we conducted this survey in a very limited period of time. Yet, having certain restrictions, we are still able to help our respondents understand and introspect their level of financial literacy and aims to make them independent in the financial matters, in the financial decision making process of their family.
During these months, when me and my team were actively involved in conducting a survey regarding financial literacy amongst our sample population, and that was female teachers in private schools. So we got the opportunity of contacting 557 female teachers, got really interesting information, and frankly telling you, my apprehension was when I started with this project that maybe the teachers are not very much aware about their financial knowledge, their financial assets. So it's good to know that teachers are very much aware to a large extent. Good to know that ladies are getting involved in planning their family budgets. Also good to know that they are very confident in handling e-commerce. I know all of us are doing a lot of online shopping, but at the same time they are more comfortable using digital medium of transactions rather than cash. However, at the same time we realize that their main focus is on retirement planning. Also, we need to equip them more, give them more information about the latest financial tools that are available in the market, encourage them to know more about national level financial news, budgets, the union budget and other related issues. But on the whole, this was a very, very memorable experience. Me and my team together, we learnt a lot in this journey, not only about the trends, but also the process, the mechanism through which the entire project was accomplished. I am extremely grateful to all my team members and also to all the partner schools who provided such valuable information to us. Thank you so much. Hope you will enjoy this project and this will be of benefit to a number of other people.